to you by EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Snowhawks of St. Louis taking on the Dragons of Houston. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, I think he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Finley. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's got man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, it's long, and he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dragons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 1st and 10, McCarthy. And he's got his man on the out route. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Back to throw. McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Finley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And now out comes Houston. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. His throw incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On second down now. It's long, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Finley, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. McCarthy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. McCarthy. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. After one, a 14-3 ball game. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a give right side. It's long. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And they'll send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Houston's offense taking over again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bates. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Lawrence. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Up the middle they go. Long. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Call that a gain of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Off play action. McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and...
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Finley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McCarthy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Finley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. McCarthy being chased out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's long. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll begin out in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 28-21, the final score.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now Lawrence on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll try the left side. It's long, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. On second down, Lawrence. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on first down. McCarthy can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On third down, McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Houston set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup first down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Houston's offense taking over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side, complete. That's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the shotgun, Lawrence. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. It's long. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Long. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now out comes Houston. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes that kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dragons are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, McCarthy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, McCarthy. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. It's long, and he's taken down inside the 30. 64 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On second down, it's long.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dragons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And a lot of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total and actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too... In this case, they understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.